to be in the place that I am right now because of cannabis is, you know, I love my life and I'm very lucky to be here. Finally, after years, I was finally able to quit drinking too. And I now have 14 years of sobriety, and it's only because of cannabis that I'm sober. I know that. If I didn't have it, I'd be dead or in jail. Those are my options if I drank. So I was a good sailor, but I had a lot of personal issues going on. I was a raging alcoholic. My wife had an affair with a guy that I worked with on my ship, and I was kind of spinning out. The Navy had put me through rehab for my alcohol use, and it didn't stick. It was a forced thing that generally doesn't work for most people, unfortunately. But after boot camp in my schools, I went to the USS Theodore Roosevelt, is where I was stationed in Norfolk, Virginia. I was a AS, which is a support equipment technician. I would work on all the equipment that they would use up on the flight decks, all the equipment used to service the airplanes and things like that. And a friend of mine and I had gone out for the evening and partied really hard. And we woke up the next morning at like 10:30 in the morning when we were supposed to be on the ship at 6:30 in the morning. And we knew pretty much instantly that we were in a bad place. We were going to be in a lot of trouble before we went back to the ship. And they drug tested us immediately, which we knew they were going to. And, I was in for approximately 3 years before I was kicked out for failing a drug test for cannabis. So because of my discharge, I received an other than honorable discharge. Because of that, I was not able to receive any kind of college grants or help, no medical help at all. When I tried to buy a home, I don't know, about 7, 8 years ago, I tried to buy a home and some land. I was not able to use any kind of GI Bill or anything like that. I have to lie on most of my applications. Most places that I go for employment, I tell them that I was in the military, I did my 4 years, and I got out. Because I want to be able to talk about being in the military. It was very important to me at the time. And I think it's very important for many people to be in the military and have that opportunity, but I think they need to be able to take care of themselves properly too.
How old were you?
15. I was 15 years old when I started using cannabis. I knew instantly that this was something that was good for me. And I knew that all the bad things that I had heard about cannabis were false. But that first time that it was effective, it was a life changer. I did not look back. I never looked down upon it. And
do you think back at age 15 you were treating something?
I believe when I was using cannabis at a young age that I was definitely helping myself with issues. I had a very rough home life. I moved around almost every year of my childhood. There was a lot of violence and abuse. And so the cannabis helped to calm some of that blow that I received just, kind of growing up and living my life. It helped me smile and giggle and feel relaxed and have a good time.